Yes, so yes, she makes this show very balanced.
Aww.
This show is to help baby boomers, seniors, and giving them information. And also, we get information and we have a lot of information to give. And today's show is going to be a very meaningful, serious show, a show that will bring us things that we really need to look at and know about. It's a show called Preparing for Death, the before and after. A lot of people don't want to talk about death. A lot of people don't want to talk about the things you need to do before death happens. But why do we prepare? Why do we prepare our state? It's for legacy reasons. It's because we love our loved ones and we want to make them happy. We want to make things easy on them when we leave. That's why. But a lot of people don't take the time to do it. A lot of people don't want to think about it. But today on this show, we not only thought about it, but we have information to give you so you could take it, work with it, and pass it on for the love of baby boomers preparing for death. So, what is the goal? Like I mentioned, the goal is about legacy, our loved ones. How many of you have children, husbands, wives that you want to be taken care of when you die? Those are the people that you're doing this for. It's called estate planning. It empowers you. It empowers your family. What do you do if you don't take care of your estate? Who do you think is going to take care of it for you? The state. Okay? And the state don't love your family like you do. And you might not even love your family, but it's your family and it's your estate that you work hard for. Okay? Yes. So you want to make sure to put it in the hands that you want it to be. To start off, I would like to talk about what has gone on in my family this week. I lost an aunt. She was 89 years old.
Wow, that's awesome.
The matriarch of our entire family, the umbrella of the family. We have matriarchs of all different levels. Like I'm a matriarch of my intermediate family, okay? But she was the matriarch of all the family. She comes from a family with 11 siblings. Wow. Or 10 siblings, and she made number 11, let's put it that way. And so she's gone with a lot of her memories are left behind and things like that. And it's not so sad. She lived a healthy, wonderful life, happy, joyous life. But she's gone now. Yes. And now her family has to take care of the next steps. Okay? And it's been a week, and the funeral is going to be Friday, a week later, which is kind of in the norm, right? Well, it leads me to say now the work begins on their side, the family side. What do they need to do? So before I go on, let me tell you what gives me information. I'll be 70. So just like many of us, or we have experience that come at us, right? Mm-hmm. And I had my parents leave. I had a great aunt leave, and I was the executor of their estates. And I had to learn the hard way. The hard way was just like, as it came to you, you. And when somebody appoints you executor, you're responsible for making sure that their needs and desires are met. Okay, so what we're going to talk about right now is how do you make your needs and desires known? What do you need to do that? And this is what I want y'all boomers to hear. A will and testament, okay? A will and testament. You heard about that? Okay. Yeah. What do they call it for you, you know?
Well, I've definitely heard about a will. My dad, he had one written for a while, and then he ended one will because he already had started to disperse things, you know, prior to his death. Okay. And then, I've heard of, trust and things of that nature.
Okay, so one thing you mentioned, you said he had to update, basically.
Right.
Okay, so before I go on, I just want to make sure whatever you do now, update it a year or two from now, because we live life, right?
Yeah.
We live life. So you got your will, which is the simplest of things. You can handwrite it, and you can make it real simple, put it in your drawer, let people know where it is, and keep it moving.
Right.
Or you can make it a little more complicated and get somebody to, have somebody sign for it or whatever. Make sure your signature is right and tight, because it can be contested. Yeah. Okay. Then you have the trust that people do, and with the trust, you can tell people, you can make it known who, what, when, how, and get real detail about it. Like, I leave this to my 18-year-old, but she can't get it till she's 25 because I don't trust her with money right now. She's still young, something like that. Trust you normally pay, have a lawyer do it. And two other things that I would say you need, these are the 4 key documents, is a healthcare derivative. And that tells people basically that gives somebody a authority to help you with your healthcare medical desires. I do not want to be resuscitated, okay, something like that, or I don't want this treatment, or I want that treatment.
Right.
And then you have also not just the health care, you have the financial part too. You have to give somebody power where they make sure that your finances are done the way you want to. They are being accountable for your finances at the level that you want it to be. And then the last key document, and we'll go deeper into it, but it's the power of attorney. That's the financial and medical, actually. That's that together. With those, with that being said, the documents you need and the will and the trust, you need to think about. This is information that you need to think about and make decisions about, because you're going to be putting people in places.
Right.
Appointing people to do certain things. And so what is your job? To look at the people around you, whether it be your family or friends, and decide, hey, I want this person to be responsible for this. I want this person to be responsible for that. And with that said, if you have children and you pass, who's going to take care of your children? Do you want the state to decide? Okay, that's, it's something to think about. You want your mother and father, they may be elderly. You want your brother, he may be an alcoholic. Who is the best to take care of your children? Boomers, I want you to think about these things and then put it in action. Pet care. Pet care. All right, I just went through this. I have a new pet in my life. His name is Buddy.
Hey, Buddy.
And he's a year old as of October. And I thought about it. I said, Dolores, you're going to be 70 years old with this dog who is a Yorkie. They tend to last they live about, 15 years. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, who's going to take care of my pet if something happened to me? Whether I get sick or whether I just die.
Right.
Okay. And I mean, this is serious thought.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want the state or somebody coming up in my house talking about, I'll take the dog.
Yeah, because he could end up literally going to a animal control or somewhere like that. And, sometimes after a while, I think they put them down or whatever.
After so many days.
Yeah. So if you have a family member that loves dogs or a friend that loves dogs that feel like, oh, wow, I'd love to take him if something happened to you. Or if you just got sick and was in the hospital, he had somewhere to go.
And these are the things, excuse me, these are the things that we want to think about at this time, at any time of your life, anything new. Like I said, anything could change over life. So whenever there are changes, you need to think about updating your decisions. Okay. Documents that you need, you want to consider putting it in a safe place. I say get yourself a binder, get yourself a box, and decide where you're going to put it, and then let people know, hey, all my papers, all my documents are located here in this box, okay? Also, we want to think about such things like burial or cremated. These are questions. What do you want to be, buried or cremated? Money. It costs money to do these things now. So that means insurance, or that means some money, or both, okay? Because when you get buried, it could run, I don't know, over $7,000, I would say. I think
it's definitely over 10.
It's over 10 now, okay. And to be cremated, I just heard a figure of $1,200.
Yeah.
12 to 18.
12 to 18.
Okay. And then there's the thing that I'm interested in is to be cremated and have my ashes put in a bio plant. Okay. I want a tree to come out of my plant. You should look at your face, girl. Yes.
And your tree.
It's called biodegradable tree. I want to be a tree. So I want my ashes to be they put it in some kind of thing, whatever, and you could plant it in the ground and it grows a tree.
Now, does that come in the middle of cremation and burial, or is that after?
How do they bury you?
It's a cremate. You have to be cremated, and they add things to it, and they put it in like a.
So I'm saying the pricing is that like
it's more
than burial.
No, it's
so
in
between those two. Okay.
Yes, so the price is in between that.
Between your
and the reason I want that because I love life, I love plants, and I want my tree in my backyard, in the middle, overlooking everything.
Okay.
Let me stop acting silly. But you know that
in somebody's backyard.
That's what I really would like. Okay. I would like that. So I looked into that a little bit. But yes, so these are some things that you want to consider. And you need to put people in places. So you want to consider who you want to take care of your things. So I want y'all to think about this. For the love of baby boomers, we'll be back